Hello, and welcome back to episode 2 of 55 Degrees Webisodes. As I like to call it, Fearless at 55, because we have no fear in introducing you to any number of the amazing grapes that you can find up and down the boot of Italy. I've got a couple that I'm going to try with you here today, encourage you to come in, and then I'm going to introduce you to next week's wine flights. Okay, let's get started. Taking a break from Italy. I just gave you a little tease, but rather I'm going to have you try something from Spain. This focuses on a grape called Macabeo in most of Spain, otherwise known as Viura when it finds itself in Rioja. We're in Valencia, and we have this wine blended with a gorgeous grape called Muscat, Muscatel. That becomes a predominant flavor, even in small measure. It brings up white flowers and aromatics. Absolutely delicious stuff. Refreshing, and I thought of it as we're heading deep into spring. Oh my gosh, there it is. Beautiful flowers. A little bit of citrus, engaging. Perhaps almost some baking spices there. Kind of unusual. Delicious. Let's give it a try. Mouth-watering, not so crisp and citric that your mouth puckers up, but that acidity means it's going to play with a wide variety of foods. Again, those white flowers are there. Marcus de Caro doing their Blanco, and I think it's a delicious wine, perhaps thinking ahead towards Mother's Day. Now this is something unexpected. Love to play with the wild and woolly. Most of us have never had something that is red and sparkling and meant to be served a little bit chilled. But this is one of the many that we have in the store. We're up in Piedmont. Piedmont is known for its gorgeous Nebbiolos making the big boys, Barolos and Barbarescos. Well, here they're playing with a lovely little cousin, Malvasia. This is a Malvasia Nera. And again, as I said, slightly sweet, slightly sparkling, and meant to be served chilled. They've called this Il Giardino di Flora, referring to its floral notes. Let's give this one a try. Let me see if I can show you its bubbly nature. I'm not sure if it'll show up on the camera. Almost, okay? Such a surprise and a huge hit here at the store. Wow, even more floral than the Moscato. That is delicious. Very unexpected. And believe it or not, this one does well even with stuff outside of dessert. Think of something salty with its foil of the sweetness. Two favorites in the store. The Castello di Gabbiano, their Il Giardino di Flora. And Marcus de Caro, this is their Blanco Alto Turia. Now, quick teaser, trying to get you down to taste with us Tuesday through Sunday in the cellar. Think 6 to 10 and you're always safe. This week, we will be taking a little tour of the Veneto. Veneto right up here. This is the home of Prosecco, so how could I not? Althea's Prosecco. Then we have a little bit of Soave, and we finish off with some Valpolicella, Ripasso. Very, very special stuff. Come on down, we'll talk more about it. I have some Chardonnays. These tend to be from South America and Australia, so kind of off our beaten path, but really delicious. Great values in these as well. Back to my beloved Italy. This is blended wines. Now these are from all over. You may know that most of the Italian wines focus on a single grape and a single grape in region. These guys take advantage of a couple of grapes. This is from Sicily. Think warm climate, fruit, very friendly, very rich. We move into Tuscany. Believe it or not, this is a Super Tuscan, and it's less than $30. Takes advantage of Sangiovese and then blends in a little bit of Cabernet and Merlot for some oomph. to my beloved back of the boot, and this time in the region of Marquet, right along here. This is Choo Choo. Many of you know Choo Choo. This is their Sankaro. Usually they play with big, deep, heavy, and extracted. This is far more whimsical and fun, blending Barbera, a little bit of Sangiovese, and a little bit of Montepulciano. And then we finish in a specific region with some funky grapes. We're in Calabria, tippy toe of the boot, where they focus on a couple of different grapes. In this circumstance, Galliopo. This is a blend, so I'm cheating a little bit. This is from Ippolito, and as they say, they've been continuously producing wine since 1845. This is from two guys, brothers, tippy toe. We're talking tippy toe of the boot. This is a blend with Norello, a little Greco, the Vintrapodi brothers, and from a small subregion called Pelaro. And finally, from a little region called Romeo, this is from Lento, La Mezzia, blend of ancient grapes probably most of you have never heard of. As always, we'll have a bubble and a sweetie off menu and a couple surprises. Come down, have some cheese, some salami. Love to see you down here. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next week.